a lot of theory and a lot of muscle memory, and that's how you tell the difference between the good players and who's not. But that's also on LAN. LAN is a whole nother game. You play one game on LAN versus one game on the internet, and you're gonna have completely different results every freaking time.
Yep,
Yeah.
because it's everyone's connection to either
Well, you
each
have
other.
connection, you have cheaters, you have people that have
So many
bots or
variables.
scripts and all kinds of crap like that, and it's just not. It's not the same game.
I was gonna say there was this thing with Overwatch. There was a female player in the pros, and she got called out by multiple people that she was cheating. She can't possibly be that good. So what they did was they recorded her gameplay from her side, like behind her game, whatever, and then she was just really that good. And she was even crying. She's like, because she was validated, and it was unfortunate that she was that good. Yes, Bam knows. She was insane, and I got a little teary-eyed when she was crying because I realized she's like,
That's because Zarya's OP.
she's no, that was one of the characters she was playing, but
Right.
yeah. And then she was, you can only imagine, she was like, oh, thank God they believe me. Oh, I had to prove myself. Oh my God, this is like one of the best plays I've ever played. Like, it was just,
See, but
and
that's
it
where
sucks, and it sucks because so many people cheat that it was okay. Like, the guys didn't even apologize. They're like, oh, okay. Like, it wasn't even thought that they did any kind of wrong for saying that
Yeah.
and putting her in that position.
No, and I agree, and
So
that's the part.
retarded.
That's the part that I think is ridiculous. Is that why do women at any point have to prove their fucking selves with this bullshit? Like, that's the shit that makes me pissed off. It's like, why do they have to prove anything to anybody? They're just like any other gamer.
Yes.
But women get called out and pushed into this corner where it's like, oh, you're not as good as us men. It's like, what's wrong with you guys? This is a fucking game. Anybody can be good at it, even a
And even
child.
if she wasn't a chick, she's seriously one of the most insane players. Like, dropping whatever's in her pants, whatever. Oh man.
She actually got two people fired for beating them both at the same time.
Yeah, no,
What?
the people that
Wow.
she was playing against, the people that accused her.
Oh.
She's like, fine. She's like, let's do this, and so
1v1
that's how they
bro.
did it.
2v1
Basically, she was playing
She
against them.
2v1 and won.
No, she was. They were like in a match or whatever, and they were on the enemy team, and it was, yeah, they didn't apologize, but they got fired. So it's like, okay,
Interesting.
yeah,
That's
it was
pretty awesome.
ridiculous. So much freaking justice porn.
I don't know. There's so much stuff in video games now. It's like, I miss LAN. I miss having your friends come over and we'd play Halo, and there's no cheating. It was like, you're good. You just got to be good.
Dude, you're looking on my side of the screen.
And I'm like,
Okay, about
bro,
that.
fuck up, leave again.
Well, we would land it off, so it's like we would have 8v8 and shit. We'd have 4 Xboxes set up. We'd have everybody in different rooms.
Ooh, what did
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel about Halo 5 and them not split screens?
I
Did
wish
you-
that they would just give me the Halo campaign like a collection, and just give me one game that is all the Halos put together in chronological order, remastered, and with no multiplayer, because I don't want to play any more arena shooter. I just can't do it anymore. I just want to play the game. I just want to be Master Chief and fuck shit up. That's it.
Yeah, I love competitive, but it is way more exhausting than satisfying at this point.
Yeah, there's it's not fun anymore. There's a lot of it gets to a point where you play in a competitive game and it's not a fairly competitive, and unless you're cheating, you're not competitive anymore. That happened with Combat Arms. Like, everybody was playing Combat Arms for a long time, and then it was like, oh yeah, well, we get the free hack packs on how to look at the screengood.net, whatever. And everybody would download it, and that was it. If you wanted to play, you had to be cheating. And that's the way games are going nowadays. It's like, you have to be cheating. And it's not a legit industry anymore.
It's also, I will say, besides skill, there's like a lot of a younger generation. Like, it starts in a younger generation as the hacks are fun with your friends,
Right.
and then those kids grow up and
that's
are
the only way
like,
you know how to
well,
play.
I'm gonna go competitive. Look at me. Look at my KD ratio. Like, honestly, CS:GO was such a big deal that it would be like us getting together. oh, Weenie, what's your KD ratio? Where are you at in your rankings? Oh, you're not global. We're not
That's
playing
the
together.
first thing.
Sorry.
People will come to my stream. They're like, "What rank are you?" NA ranks don't matter because 1 in 6 players are hacking. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
And they'll be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
And it's so bad that because CS:GO and other games in that platform have that ranking system, oh, you're not on the pro level, we can't be friends, I can't associate with you. And it's like, well, hold on, wait a minute. You got to pro level through cheats. This guy did it for like a solid year, put in the time and the work and the effort, and got to the same place you did in like, what, 3 weeks? I mean, come on. It's like the same deal, but it's a double standard. Oh, that guy's hacking. You'll call him out.
This
but
is why I always encourage players to go to LANs. And I wish there were more LANs. I really wish there were. I wish people would, like, you know, I could go to a metal concert 8 days out of the week, and there's somebody that really sucks at playing guitar that's on stage. But if I wanted to get 20 people together to go to a LAN, there's nowhere to do it. And this might be an East Coast thing, but there's really, like, no places to pick up. Like, once a month, there's a LAN in Washington, which is 40 minutes away. And I don't want to drag my computer 40 minutes to go do this. Like, unfortunately, we would rather sit at home and play against cheaters than throw in $10 to go and play a legit game against
it's not
other people.
convenient.
Because it's inconvenient, yeah, and I can't just, like, pick them and go. Where I used to live in Florida, we had this comic book store, and 3 nights out of the week they would have different games. They would have a Halo LAN tournament, they would have, you know, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit like that, and then they had like a Dungeons and Dragons day. And every once in a while they would throw in an extra event. But during the daytime, during the comic book store, there'd be like 5-6 people in the whole damn place. At night, when we did the video game lands, everybody pays $10. We go and we play, you know, Halo. Everybody's got like an Xbox with like one screen split into 4, and there's 40 damn people in this place. So 40 times 10, the dude would order pizza, and that was it. You know, we'd have a great time, and we'd meet other people, and then we'd be like, oh yeah, dude, come over to my house, we can play whenever, blah, blah, blah. And it's not like that anymore. Like, now it's like you get online, you talk shit about other people, you hack, and that's it. That's how you play the game.
It's extremely underrated.
It's so
There's
bad.
actually 2 internet cafes around here, and you can rent out a space. Basically, you bring your own stuff, and you can have a LAN party there specifically. And they're actually extremely popular. Like, you need reservations.
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous. And it's, as much as the internet connects everybody, it disconnects everybody just as hard. And like you said, you talk shit on the internet, you cheat, whatever, but it's I don't know. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's a
It is rough,
catch-22.
and that's what makes it even more difficult for us to really put together something that's like a positive group. Like, I hate when people do that kind of stuff where we're not really being positive and supportive and building something. It's let's be negative and retarded and do something stupid. And to me, that's where kids today feel like they need to make their play. People try all different things because they're and here's the other thing. It really just goes back to their ethics. A lot of people are just taught like, hey, get famous, do whatever it takes to be famous. And to me, it's like, don't do whatever it takes to be famous. Be famous for being rad. Be yourself. So if you're really good at a game, that's why you're gonna be rad. Like, I like, you know, before we even had esports, I was doing competitive play for Counter-Strike and stuff for, you know, Left 4 Dead. And a lot of the times it was pure instinct, and it was pure, like, you know, we were good at something. And that's why, like, when I was playing like Counter-Strike before all the renditions, I was really good at it. You know, I did really well. I knew how to play the maps. I've ran them more than 1 billion times. But at one point, it's just like, when you start seeing people cheat because they get tired that you're beating them, that's the part where I tell you, stop being a girl or a guy or pussy or whatever you want to call it. Because then, you know, they all sound derogatory in every term. Just fucking do it and just become better. Stop trying to, you know, figure out why you're doing bad and then go back and rechange it. And then afterwards, figure out why or how you can improve on that and get better.
My buddy Viper always says, "Oh yeah, everybody's cheating. Trust me, everybody's cheating. You just gotta be better than the hackers." I'm just like, what?
Okay, sure,
Like,
sure.
this is why you're Gold Nova 2. I don't. What? He was like, "Yeah, well, I enjoy playing the game." I'm like, "How do you enjoy playing against hackers all the time? Like, you're not gonna win. So what's the? I mean, it's not all about winning, but it's like at least I would like to be able to compete at the same level." That's what matchmaking is supposed to do. That's what ELO is supposed to do. It's supposed to match you against people at your own level to play against. That way it's more fun for everybody. And, like, yeah, you might get stuck at a certain rank. Okay. Like, after that, you're going to get over it because at least I would rather have good games playing against people that I know are my skill level than playing against people that are not my skill level, but they're cheating.
I'm still listening. Sorry, not trying to talk over you.
Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, what, like... If you're not going to have counter hacks, then why even have an ELO system? Why even have competitive gameplay?
Yeah, but even when we have anti-cheat systems, quote unquote, air quotes,
yeah.
Anti-cheat.
What's a VAC ban do?
People are still finding ways to get around it. So I'm like, why do you even put that machine in then if it does nothing? It's like literally like, hey, look, you see that? Yeah, that's stopping all the hackers and cheaters. Oh, so it's a pointless machine, basically.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, let's move on because we got like 6 more topics to talk about, and I'm kind of done.
And we got one more hour, 2 more hours of this.
Yeah, we got like 30 minutes of this.
Well, no, I mean like
all right, let's
a
talk about new
chat show
sound
is good
bites.
when we have it like for that long.
Well, yeah.
If we go longer, then we're just streaming.
Right.
Yeah.
New sound bites. If you guys want to hear new sound bites, like I have a soundboard. You can send me the MP3 of it. Or message me on Twitter, message the general chat WS on Twitter. Tell me you have some sound bites for me. I'll either find them myself, or if you have ideas for them, if there's new memes that have good sound bites in them, and you want to put them on the show, or you think they would be funny for segues, whatever, what have you, go ahead and let me know. Like I have the shots fired sound bite.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I feel
And I have like
No!
Pinky in the brain, Narf.
Nothing like a bit of girl on girl.
My personal favorite. But yeah, we could do different things. I have a nice patch list full of sounds, but if you guys have anything, let us know. Anything you guys want to hear, we'll put on the show.
I added two new ones to mine. They
Nice.
were good ones. I added Nut by Step Brothers, where he's like, Brandon, if you mess up my nut, I will let Randy over here eat your dick like Kobayashi. Ah!
I saw that when you put that on there. All right. So other than that, yeah. If you guys got sound bites or anything, we also have deep bots, so you can make scenes if you guys want to have certain scenes and play memes over top of the stuff when it goes on. That's a way for you guys to get involved and throw stuff up on the screen and make yourself feel cool. I guess that's what you want to do.
I wish when people like follow us, it should be MC Hammer doing a dance. And be like, oh.
I threw this
I
together in
have
4
that.
days. All right.
Can't touch this.
All right, Monster Hunter Generations. We're gonna talk about Monster Hunter Generations. GameKey and Bonecast, I think you guys are more into this than I am. I don't have a 3DS, that's why I don't care that much. But I do like Monster Hunter. I have looked up what they're doing with the new one. I read that they are not actually implementing any new weapons or items in the game. What they've done is they've changed the way certain character classes work. They've added fighting styles, which is if you want to do a solo play, if you want to do group play, if you're a more advanced player, and there's other things you can do, there's ways to do it. I think they added another couple characters, maybe classes, I suppose. I don't know. I didn't really play it that much. I haven't played it since it was on PSP when the first one came out. So, yeah, you guys go ahead and talk about it, and I'll sit here and look pretty.
That's where I'm at in gameplay. I haven't played since I actually played it when one came out on the Wii. I'm kind of one of them kids who kind of like has 2 Wiis. I've got my store-bought one, and I've got like my personal one, so I can like check stuff out and then go buy the game if I really like it. That kind of a thing. I'm one of them kids. But anyway, I played the first Monster Hunter, and I fell in love with it for the run-around RPG aspect of it. You run around, you get your drops, kind of like Diablo.
Right.
But on the other side, Pwnecast, I'm pretty sure you're more up-to-date than I am. I've done a lot of watching, and we've been watching, our good friend Diyoshi playing a lot of the new stuff.
Yep. Which hopefully in the future, Diyoshi will be joining us for more things. But so Monster Hunter Generations kind of takes place as you're a fledgling monster hunter, and you're basically starting out with these new major threats of the Fated Four, powerful new monsters that have emerged. Monster Hunter Generations introduces all new gameplay mechanics, including hunting styles, hunting arts that allow you to fully customize your playstyle. So basically, from what you used to be able to do, like the basics, traps, stuns, and ways to attack, and how to fight the monsters, you now have ways, because